Well, now that we've covered some of the basics of kind of sales psychology and the mindset you want to be in, we're now going to move a little bit quicker. And I'm just going to run through the script document with you and try to really explain some of the key points. So, the next thing we have is our first question. So, we told them we're going to ask them a quick question. What's it going to be? Well, I'm going to go through two different options for you here that we have on our script. So, the first one is you're still accepting debit and credit cards, right? So I love this question, and we're trying to get a question out there that's just going to get a quick yes from them. We just want some positive momentum. And so by them answering yes to our question, whatever that question might be, that is basically approval for us to continue the conversation, right? So if I say, you're still taking credit and debit cards, right? If they say, yeah, we are. Well, now that kind of gives me permission to talk about something related to them taking credit cards and debit cards, right? So we can go that direction, and I like that. This is a very simple, quick question. When you're brand new, especially, it works really, really well because, again, it gives you that positive momentum where it's like, well, if you're accepting credit and debit cards, then you need to hear what I have to say, right? The other option I have down here, the longer one, is a little more specific, actually a lot more specific. So, I've actually been speaking with all of the pizza shops in the Altoona area about a project I'm working on. This is XYZ Pizza Shop at 123 4th Street, right? So here what I'm doing is I'm making it a little more relevant. I'm making it really obvious that I am talking about something, whether it's sales or otherwise, it's something that I think they would be interested in, something I think would be relevant to them. So again, you might put them off a little bit more here, but it does kind of set you up a little bit better to move forward because they're expecting to hear about a project you're working on with other businesses like theirs, and it makes it more relevant to them. So you can try both options. Both will work great. Again, starting out, I would do the shorter version initially. Okay. So, again, right off the bat, we want to ask a question. We can use either one of these two, but the goal of the question is simply to get an obvious, easy yes. And that yes is giving us approval to then talk about something related to what they just said yes to, whether that's the project that you're working on. You might have to add a little more context to that, or whether it's just the fact that they take credit and debit cards, and then you can move forward with that one. So that's, pretty basic stuff, but those are the two questions you can ask. Now, in the next video, let's talk about non-decision makers. How do we tell if we're talking to the right person at this point in the conversation?